Okay, there it goes. We should be live. Hello. Hello, everyone. No, I was just running a smidge late. But, only 2 minutes. I meant 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, hi. How are yous? I hope you're having a lovely, lovely week. I am here, reminded that I still need to do a new background. I'm going to get to that one of these days. I've got, I got some things that I want to do, but it's all a matter of just being able to do that. So, me run late? That's impossible. I was only a little bit. I'm in your times. Yes, I am East Coast, Best Coast. What's up? What's up, everybody? So welcome to another evening of this nonsense. Tonight, we will be talking about whatever, as is always. Yeah. Fuck it, we're doing it live! Actually, I have a video where that is, unironically, like, said. I'd probably be out in November, but let's watch Idle Hands. Yeah, sure, and just get my fucking channel nuked. Ah, you're here for the shenanigans. Great, Patrick. The Saturday Night Live... Oh, is Saturday Night out? Like, or is it in theaters? Oh, fuck. Hold on. I have to notify the peoples that we are live. Just give me... I tell you, I take a week off and I'm all behind in shit. And my monitor just shut off for some reason. Okay. All right, that is there. How about Twitter? Just hang in with me here for a second, folks. It's professional shit going on here. There we go. Oh, and what the hell? My thing just completely shut. Bear with me here for a second. My OBS decided to close and move over into another window. And now I have to get into my Streamlabs. Oh my goodness. That was okay. So first it was Lee with the donation. Thank you so much, dude. Watched Bloody Hell last week. Had a blast. Wormwood is up next. You are in for a treat with Wormwood. Wormwood is also really fun. Wormwood is very, very Australian. Like Bloody Hell. Bloody Hell's awesome. Like, if you guys have not seen Bloody Hell yet, you really should. It is just a genuinely good-ass movie. I really love it. I cannot say enough good things about it. But Bloody Hell is a movie that excuse me. Bloody Hell's a movie that feels like it doesn't necessarily feel like an exploitation film. Mostly because it's a very small cast, and more than half of it doesn't take place in filmed in Australia probably, but it's somewhere else. So, but Bloody Hell, great movie. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely should. And Wormwood, on the other hand, is, like I said, a very Australian film. I mean, it is. They are out in the bush. They are fighting zombies. It's legit good. That and Undead make for a really good double feature. So after you see Wormwood, if you haven't seen Undead yet, you definitely should watch Undead. I think you will also really enjoy that. Undead is a lot more like there's funny moments in Wormwood, but Undead is more kind of like Peter Jackson-y. It's a little more like kind of Kiwi sense of humor, which I know is New Zealand, but it does kind of vibe up with that. So I think you'll really enjoy it. So thank you so much. And is that Elephant or Elef or somebody new with the mega $20 donation? Thank you so very much. Thank you. Here you go. It is immensely appreciated. Thank you. That'll help pay for Halloween candy for the kids in the neighborhood. So thank you. If I had a little bit more of a response for you, I had a big response for the Bloody Hell and Wormwood. But I'll tell you, let's see. Didn't I? Oh, I'll let for that mega donation. I'll let you know. This is coming off of the Ausploitation video. Because I did that, an Australian director reached out to me and said he asked me to check out he made a movie a couple years ago, and he wanted me to check it out because it is an Ausploitation film that is inspired from another country. So I am very intrigued. If I have time, I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So that would be good. What would be the next exploitation wave? God. I mean, we had Sharksploitation. I guess would be more of like Sharksploitation came in the wave of Jaws. But I would say the second wave of Sharksploitation really came with Sharknado, and we've gotten so many shark movies. It's just been insanely ridiculous. I don't know what's going to be the next big like exploitation, like whatever. I mean, we had superhero exploitation. Yeah, I don't know, really. Bring back bikini exploitation. Well, that really just falls under sexploitation. And believe you me, there is a lot of that going on. So, anyone want to see a Neon Maniacs except they actually using the plot devices the original? I would love a Neon Maniacs reboot where they use the original monster designs and everything, but they have the money to kind of do what they wanted to do with the movie. So I think that would be really cool. Oh God, Amityville exploitation. Although that's been a thing for quite some time. Now going into overdrive, now that they discovered Amityville is like anybody can do Amityville. I don't even think it was necessarily public domain. I think it was just like, hey, anybody can just tack Amityville onto it, and everybody knows what you're talking about. How about Korean exploitation? There haven't been. There's been a few Korean films that have kind of blown up over here, but it seems that every time when they try to make when they do like a remake of a Korean film, the remake almost always stinks. Like we've gotten a few J-horrors where they remade them and they were very good. We've gotten some other ones. I'd say mostly like the Ring is probably the most successful, I think, as far as doing a remake of a Japanese film. A lot of them were really terrible. Mark my words. This is Train to Busan was South Korea. Their remake, they actually already did. They remade Train to Busan as what? Trained in New York? And it's going to be fucking terrible. Mark my words. It's going to be fucking terrible. It's not going to be good. How bad was the Crow remake? I have not seen I haven't seen the Crow remake. I'm really not in any particular hurry to see it. But I mean, a little bit curious, but I honestly don't want to pay for it. So if it shows up streaming somewhere, I'll probably watch it out of curiosity. But I don't expect it to be good. I know it's going to be fucking terrible. And because it's one of those movies where nobody wanted it. They're like, we don't want this. It was terrible. We didn't want it. I told you. Animation exploitation. Wow. Well, they're doing an American version of Squid Game, which is stupid. Because why? Just no. Really liked your video on City of Angels. Thank you. I appreciate it. I put a lot of work into that City of Angels video. So I'm glad it did well. Probably going to be trashed. I mean, kill count of, I don't know which movie were we talking about. I have seen Martyrs. I saw the remake of Martyrs 2, which was terrible. But yeah, Martyrs is fantastic. Oh, going back a smidge, SRS. I have a few things from SRS. They are really cool. Not all of their stuff is good. But I do think that their heart is in the right place. They're trying to make some good stuff. So I wish them all the best. And if I had more money, I'd probably buy some more stuff from them. So the Russian post. Oh yeah. I still gotta check the Russian, just Russian movies in general. We had The Running Man. We don't need a U.S. Squid Game. Well, what I don't understand about them doing a remake of Squid Game is that, like, Squid Game was huge. Like, everybody's already seen it. So what's the point of remaking it just with an American audience? To get those man, my voice is cracking like fucking crazy. To get those last couple of people to watch it that haven't seen it already, like, I don't understand, because they're going to do the same movie. It's just going to be a carbon copy. It's going to be the same fucking thing. Like, it's because it's all they do. It's stupid. I don't understand with Hollywood, where here's a good example of how dumb Hollywood is. So the first Joker movie cost about $50 million, which is a lot of money. But in Hollywood, it's not a lot of money. So they put out the Joker. It was a good-looking film. It was well put together. And it made a butt ton of money. Unfortunately, because of the director is an anus, he didn't, they didn't like the audience that liked the movie. So they had to do the sequel where it was like, it was a hate fuck to the audience. It was like, well, you guys like this movie. We're going to do this now. And it cost over $200 million to make the sequel. And what do? You demonize the people who liked the first film, therefore guaranteeing that they won't go see this one. And it will lose a ton of money. Like, why? Why would, like, it's so against, like, okay, if I imagine if you worked at a company and let's say you're a I don't know, a stock marketer guy, whatever the fuck. And you get you make you make something that makes them a lot of money and it's a success. And then they're like, "Okay, well, we're going to give you triple, actually, no, quadruple what we gave you the first time to make another thing like that and make us a lot of money." And he goes in, and you go and you make something that not only angers the people that loved the original, but just angers people in general. Like, no one is going to go see it, a $200 million musical. And even Lady Gaga fans wanted nothing to do with it. So they spent all that money, made that movie, and it was a monumental failure. Now, Hollywood is the only industry where you could make something that fails that hard, then proceed to go on social media and demonize the audience, and then expect to still work. That you're still going to get work. And because he knows he will. Like, I don't understand. Like, how do you do that? It's idiotic and frustrating and terrible. How about World War exploitation? There's a lot of movies about World War I and II, decent ones like Saint and Soldiers. You know, I don't know a lot. I mean, I obviously know a lot of the big war movies, mostly from like Vietnam and shit. But like Vietnam, World War II, but you know, Saving Private Ryan, those kind. But I do know some ones that aren't really well known. Hamburger Hill is a really good one. Hamburger Hill, The Big Red One, is also good. So there are some that I know, but the majority of war movie, like they kind of have to have a little bit of something extra in there, like Our Point, like something like that where it's not your usual. Wonder why my alert is not. I mean, the audio is playing, but the visual is not playing. Interesting. Carrie Mulligan, love the new video. Commented on it, but if you ever want to watch the uncut version of Raw, the only place I've seen it is the Australian Monster Pictures Blu-ray. Sadly, Shout Even Second Sight only released the version most have seen. Interesting, because the version that I have is the Monster Pictures Blu-ray, because I imported that before Shout got the American rights. So the only version that I've ever seen is the uncut version. So that makes me feel special. But thank you for letting me know that, and thank you for the donation. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, Raw. Seriously, Raw. Not Eddie Murphy's Raw. Raw is a really, really disgusting but good movie, and evidently, the director's movie after that, was it Titane? I really need to see that. I would like to check that one out, but I have not seen it yet. I've been But I mean, hell, I think Haunted Ulster Live is like the first movie from this year that I've seen. I believe that's the first movie from 2024 that I've seen. Oh, why are you not? Oh. All right, hold on. This should. Okay, that's not. Why is that not working? All right, hang on 1 second here, folks. Okay. So is that... It's not... Why? All right, for some reason, my super chats are not popping up on screen. All right, hold on. Just give me a minute. Why do things work and then they just stop working? Let me just look at the properties. Nothing has changed. I updated the URL, like everything. It's the dumbest shit. Let me just try this one more time. Because it ends in... Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's just, it decided it doesn't want to work anymore. All right, well, I am sorry. Hogarth with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. My Raw Force video is the greatest video on YouTube. It's what roped you into the channel. Oh, thank you, man. Wow. That's one that not a lot of people talk about. So I appreciate hearing that you found it funny and that's what drew you into the channel. I think that one's funny. I think that plays very well with Kill and Kill Again. I was kind of on like a martial arts kick there. So, yeah, get it? Martial arts kick. Did it. But that's really funny. So thank you, man. I'm glad you liked the Raw Force video. That one's funny. That one, although I got a lot of shit on that one for not mentioning Benny the Jet. And I mean, sometimes shit just, I don't have time. You know, maybe I think the video's getting too long and I'm getting, I don't want to mention everybody. And I had a movie with Benny that I was going to cover, Benny Urquitz. I haven't done it yet, but I'll give Benny some love in a future video. He's a badass. So thank you again, man. And let's see. Now, this one's not going to come up either. Lucas with the super chat. Thank you, man. Did I see Dark, the Netflix series? How about Caddo Lake? What do you think? No, I have not seen either of those. The only Netflix series that I am like, I watched Delicious in Dungeon. I watched Bring It On Ghost. I watched Parasite the Grey, but haven't really watched like, I know The Dark's a couple years old now. I didn't know about Caddo Lake. Let's see, what is Caddo Lake? Caddo Lake. Can I do... Here, let's look at... See if we can watch the trailer for Caddo Lake. Caddo Lake trailer. All right. It's on. Oh, okay, it's on Max. Let's see if that will. No, I'm not doing that. All right, is that gonna? Hold on. Window capture 4. And that's not working either. Fucking great. Just fucking great. What did the only thing I did I update so I can't watch the trailers on here either. All right, there. Gonna do that. No, it's not. Why do things just not work? Yeah, who broke YouTube? All right, this should. There is a Netflix movie with Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson. I don't know about that one. Oh, I heard about the Uzumaki thing. That's a fucking bummer. You know what? Let me do a new. You know what? Here, I'm gonna kill this. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do a completely new window. There we go. Okay. There it is. Okay. Wow. So I just had to. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have to kill. That's what'll fix super chats. Is like do a completely new one. All right. Let's see. What is Caddo Lake? I don't.
Want to drive?
Yeah, I want to drive.
Just stay in the middle.
I know. Did you know the Caddo is actually 25,000 football fields big?
Hey, it's been a while.
You feel guilty about the accident?
She's your mom, but it wasn't your fault.
She hadn't had a seizure in 6 years.
I'm not related to any of these people. You're my daughter, so you are a part of this family, okay?
Dear Jesus, I reckon you've been testing us with this drought here. But we know there's many folks struggling in ways greater than ours.
That dude looks familiar.
Why you gotta be such a
Dougie!
Mom?
Oh, M. Night produced it. Okay. You know what? I think I did see or I heard something about that because it was M. Night. So, how long does it take to watch In Search of Darkness? If you are going to if you want to watch all 3 of them, then you have to watch let's see, it'll be roughly about 16 hours all told. So, oh, speaking of which, don't send your hate mail to me. CP Dreyer said that shit. You know what? That reminds me. Let me see if I can do this. There. Yeah. I am going to show you guys the new trailer for In Search of Darkness 90s because it's going to go up on the channel tomorrow, but I'll show you guys tonight because why not? I just have to bring it up here. Blap, blap, blap. All right, no, I can't. God damn it. Oh, well. Well, you'll see it tomorrow. What will I be watching Halloween? I'll tell you what. I don't know what I'm going to be watching Halloween. I traumatized my son inadvertently. I went to show him Ghost Watch because he's like, he loves ghost stuff. He's like, I want to see more ghost stuff. I want to see more ghost stuff. So I was like, okay, let's watch Ghost Watch. I'm like, and he flipped out. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get into the trailer right now. I'm on my other computer. So sorry. I didn't mean to get you all excited. The Littlest Hobo is amazing. That's on that'll be Friday. Show him Ghost Dad, yeah. Edith is a girl, or no, Edith is a girl's name. Yeah, he did not like Ghost Watch at all. So, which, I mean, he was very angry, like very, very angry. Oh, Grave Encounters is really good. I wish Canon was still making movies. Canon, like, really, if you want to go down the Canon list, which I think I'm going to go down the Canon list because that's me. Let's see. Canon Films. Now I'm going to start with the Golden Globus era. Here we go. All right. Yeah. All right, so let's see. All right, so a lot of people have not seen like a lot of the early Golden Globus stuff. It really wasn't until like, Eagles Attack at Dawn, Lupo, Margot, Escape to the Sun, The Great Telephone Robbery, Daughters, The Passover Plot, God's Gun, Kid Vengeance, Lemon Popsicle, My Mother the General. You didn't see a lot of those. But here's where you're going to get into Golden Globus canon. That's pre. So now you're getting into Uranium Conspiracy, American Raspberry, American Nitro, Operation Thunderbolt, Gas Pump Girls, when it really starts kicking off. Gas Pump Girls is a really good time. Incoming Freshman, Savage Weekend, Going Steady, and The Magician Lubin. And now we're into full Golden Globus. Godsend, Hot T-Shirts, Happy Hooker Goes to Hollywood, Schizoid, Seed of Innocence, Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype, The Apple, which I love, New Year's Evil, Hot Bubblegum, Death House, Enter the Ninja, Body and Soul, Hospital Massacre, also known as X-Ray, Private Popsicle, Boy Takes Girl, The Secrets of Yolanda, Death Wish 2, Lady Chatterley's Lover, Last American Virgin, That Championship Season, Private Maneuvers, The Seven Magnificent Gladiators, Treasures of the Four Crowns, One More Chance, 10 to Midnight, Nana, House of Long Shadows. House of Long Shadows, fucking, oh my God, such a creepy movie. And then we get into Hercules, Young Warriors, Revenge of the Ninja. Ninjas fighting on the rooftop with on a tennis court. The Wicked Lady. Was Wicked Lady? That was Pia Zadora, right? No, it was Faye Dunaway. I'm thinking of... God, what was the Pia Zadora Wicked movie? Baby Love, Big Tease. Here comes another one. Over the Brooklyn Bridge, Sahara. Break-In, which made them a butt ton of money. Making the Grade, Soldier of the Night. Naked Face, Ordeal by Innocence. I Am Almost Not Crazy. Sword of the Valiant. Love Streams, Bolero. Exterminator. They had a good deal with Bo Derek. They made a bunch of Bo Derek-y movies. Exterminator 2. Ninja 3, The Domination, which is a lot of people's favorite ninja movie. Oh, I kind of closed it and it shrank up a bit. What year were we on? Holy fuck, man. They're still going. Now it's like we're getting into like the real gold. The Lonely Lady. Thank you. Yes, The Lonely Lady. Yeah. God, but yeah, Life Force, American Ninja, another Hercules, King Solomon's Mines. Was that? Yeah, there's Bud Spencer. That was the Aladdin. Yeah. Oh my God, Naked Cage, America 3000, Murphy's Law, Pirates the... Oh no, I was thinking because there's Pirates with Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick, which I'm shocked that's not on Blu-ray yet. Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick are a couple, and every time they have sex, they accidentally set something on fire. It's a weird movie. It's very not like what you would expect Kevin Bacon to be in. So. But anyway, yeah, lots of fucking Fit to Pickup, Firewalker, fucking, oh my God, Over the Top, American Ninja 2, so many killer movies, Missing in Action, then Cyborg, and then sadly, the end. It just, they burned too bright. They were just too great. They were too pure for this world. Stir of Echoes was very good. Yes, Stir of Echoes is really good. Where is... Hold on. There we go. Oh, and the thing's not going to come up. Bloodwire Radio with the super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I don't know why the super chats are all of a sudden not working, but on the note of directors intentionally being dicks to their fans, on the other side, you have ones like David Nutter, who only wanted to give the audience his best in disturbing behavior. Disturbing behavior is a shame. I love disturbed behavior. I did the video on disturbing behavior. But if you have not seen the video on disturbed behavior, basically, he had a little bit more to the story. There was the whole subplot with the brother who did the suicide pact, and that was why the parents were coming to Cradle Bay to get away from that. And it added more depth to it. And it's such a killer movie. And Katie Holmes has never been hotter than she was in that movie. I really, really love Disturbing Behavior. And the only thing I will say, I prefer David Nutter's version with the exception of the end. I think that the end with oh god, what was the kid's name? The end with the actor's name. I'm totally blanking on his character's name, but the end where he's like dying and he's quoting like Kurt Cobain and stuff. It just kind of feels corny. And the ending with him like living and starting over, you know, continuing what the Nick Stahl, what Nick Stahl, you know, carrying over into another school. I don't know if that's necessarily that good either, but it's just, it feels a little better than the cheesy version that, you know, he did. So I think that maybe if they could have met somewhere in the middle, I mean, I guess it felt more like the character was, where he's quoting, you know, quoting. I guess it might have been, I don't know. He probably should have quoted Ozzy or something. But I love that movie. If you haven't seen Disturbed Behavior, that's another movie that you absolutely should check out because it is really good. Hey, my Exploring Blair Witch video got its claim released. Hooray. So thank you again, Bloodwire Radio. I appreciate it. And yeah, Nutter should have made some more movies. I think, like, I don't know why Disturbed Behavior didn't hit. It really should have. It's a genuinely cool movie. Yeah, Nick Stahl was John Connor. And I think that I think that Terminator 3 is underappreciated. I think that it is better than it's better than the last one. But and the thing is, what you'll get with that one where you say, you know, it's better. Like, I liked Mackenzie. Is it Mackenzie Grace? No, it's not Mackenzie. Mackenzie, the human Terminator hybrid. I liked her a lot. I thought that she was like not a plank of wood, but I thought that she brought some depth to an interesting character, and I liked her. I just didn't like the fact that they undid the whole John Connor thing so that they could do girl power shit. Like, girl power is coming in Sarah Connor. You know, you don't need to undermine everything that she lived for in order to make another fucking sequel to Terminator. It really angered me more than anything. Yeah, Terminator 3 had the best ending because Terminator 3, it made it so that it was a loop. You know, this was always going to happen, you know? Well, Edward Furlong, unfortunately, Eddie is a mess. I have a good friend of mine who worked with him. I talked to a dude who worked with him on Arachnoquake, and he had said that he was late a lot of times, but once he did get there, he was like really friendly. He was very cool. But then I had another friend of mine, actually this is a close personal friend of mine, who he did work with him for a while, and he said that he is stunted. Mackenzie Davis, thank you. It was he's like stuck being like a 13-year-old. And he said that that's, you know, he's an alcoholic. I don't know if he's on drugs, but I know like he definitely is an alcoholic, and it's a shame. 'Cause dude could have been somebody, you know? It's a fucking bummer. He's okay, so he's off the drugs at least. I mean, it's really a shame. I kind of look at the Terminator with these like one, 2, and 3. I look at as the loop. For Salvation, I look at that almost like a prequel, because we're getting like, here's the, it's like we want to see the future war. Well, we finally got a movie that here's the future war. And then 5, Genesis, I do enjoy. I think that like Genesis was fine. And then the last one, I liked and I disliked it, but I disliked it more than I liked it. But I kind of look at them as, like I said, 4 is kind of a prequel, and then 5 and 6 I look at as like alternate timelines. I have seen Brain Scan many times. Really love Brain Scan. I was not the only nitpick I have about Brain Scan is they were trying to make another horror icon. So they had the Trickster, and it I think it kind of took away from the seriousness of the movie. I think they could have done something and made it they could have made the movie much darker, cuz the movie in and of itself is really dark. And I think they could have kept that tone, but by making the Trickster, here you've got this goofy guy who is popping up every now and then. And also, there was a lot of gore and stuff that did get cut out of the film. But I do enjoy Brain Scan. I like it a lot. I just think that it could have been a little bit more serious. Genesis. No, I don't think Genesis murdered the franchise. I really think that the last one murdered the franchise. I feel sorry for him, the guy who was not just as talented, not just he too appeared in other movies. He was good, but whatever. Yeah, well, the thing that's crazy about Edward Furlong was he didn't want to be an actor. He was hanging out with his friends in Los Angeles, and there were talent scouts looking, and they saw him like sitting on a street corner and was like, hey, why don't you come audition? And he went and auditioned, and it ended up being the greatest and worst thing that ever happened to him, because it was the greatest thing that ever happened to him because he was in one of the greatest sequels of all time, one of the biggest blockbusters in history. But then the downfall of that was that he got introduced to that Hollywood system, and he got on drugs and alcohol way too young, and consequently ruined his life. So, no one would know who he was if he didn't get the gig on Terminator, but he might be living a different life. He certainly would have not boned Jolene Blaylock from Enterprise. That's for one. But yeah, I think it's kind of sad. But you got to take a certain amount of responsibility for it. Now, granted, he was young when he started doing drugs and shit, so that's not his fault. But getting older, he I know it's hard, but he really should have gotten help sooner. So, Dark Fate came out in 2019. We had the other girl. Yeah, Charlie's Angels and Black Roses. Yeah, trifecta. I would say, I think Black Christmas is probably the worst, but I can at least laugh at Black Christmas, the 2019 Black Christmas. Charlie's Angels was just not even a little bit funny. It was just bad. Like, I thought I was gonna howl. It was just boring bad. So but I think that, I don't know, maybe Charlie's Angels is the worst of the three. Black Christmas, I probably put it on the list like lower simply because the original Black Christmas is one of my all-time favorite movies. But it was so fucking stupid, tone deaf, just trashola film, and yeah, not good. You know what? I haven't seen Brainstorm in a long ass time. Yeah, the little girl who tells her, yeah, it's Nikki Cox. She's another one who she fucked her life up with plastic surgery, which is a shame. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of child actors. Well, like there are child actors that you're throwing them to the fucking wolves. You know, I mean, Hollywood's not a place for adults, let alone children. And like time after time, you get a kid star, they all grow up messed up. Like 99% of them. Every now and then one will kind of slip through. But for the most part, most of them get hooked on drugs. And then sometimes they can kind of fix their shit and come back around. Like Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore got banned from Studio 54 at 13. She shouldn't have even been in the club at 13, let alone getting banned from the club at 13. So she went through her bad phase, and Kat Shea Rubin revived her career, and now she's a talk show host that cries on camera all the damn time. So San Diego ain't for adults or kids. Oh no. My brother-in-law lives out in San Diego. Black Christmas, the 2006 Black Christmas is actually legit good. I will stand by that. It bums me how Elizabeth Banks, once adored by fans, she later started trashing them or those who talk bad about the Charlie's Angels reboot. Yeah, I don't think she's a good director. I think that she's a fine actress. I liked her in 40-Year-Old Virgin. But she's not a good director. Not everybody's cut out to be a director. But she's going to keep getting work because she's going to pull the woman card. Because there's not a lot of women that want to be directors. So they're like, fuck, we need a woman director. Well, we got this bitch. And then she does a bunch of mediocre movies. Have I seen Battleship Island? No. But I'm curious. Battleship Island. Sounds like an asylum movie. I haven't seen the Fantasy Island either. Battleship Island. Oh, wow. No, I was not expecting this. All right, let's see. (2017). Can I? Shit, I'm going to stop that right there. Wow. I never heard of that at all. That looks fucking good. I'm already intrigued. Battleship Island. I was thinking it was going to be an asylum film. You ended up liking. You know, I'm curious about the Fantasy Island film. I think it might be fun, you know? Oh, fuck. Somebody said earlier, how do I feel about Kevin Bacon as Freddy Krueger? I'm not entirely against that. Although I think that Robert Englund, that's kind of his thing. Like, that's his character. But I do think if they're going to go ahead and do it, whether we want it or not, Kevin Bacon would probably do a really good job. Much better than the one that... Although, I mean, Jackie Earle Haley is a great actor. And he was a terrible Freddy. So you never know. That is... you know what? There's a lot of cocaine exploitation films. With all like... there's because it was started with Cocaine Bear, but then there's multiple cocaine shark movies. There's Crack Coon. There's Crack Gator, which somebody missed that they should have called it Methamphibian. But all of those like drug animal movies. So. Yeah, Kevin Bacon was fucking evil in Sleepers. Yeah. Devin Sawa is Freddy. I don't know. I don't think he could do it. Not JPEG. Have a good night, man. Take care. You might be sad because last movie before the incident. Oh, damn. I think that was largely where it all kind of sucked, was that it was all right, you know what? Let me see something. No, that's not it either. Why is it not? I think that Jackie Earle did the best that he could with the script, but I thought the makeup was bad, and I thought the movie in general was bad. Hogarth, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Project Wolf Hunting and Yellow Dragon's Village. I have not heard of either of those. Let's see, Project Wolf Hunting. Yellow Dragon's Village. You know what's really sad? I did the Osploitation video. And, you know what? Before I go down this avenue, somebody asked a little bit ago about Chris Stuckman's movie. I was talking to Chris way back before he started working on that. He's doing it through the company that I worked with for the In Search of Darkness movies. I wish him all the best. I hope it's really good. I don't think I'm going to review it. I mean, if I do, I will mention that, I am friendly with Chris, but I wouldn't maybe necessarily call us friends. We've talked a few occasions, but I wouldn't want to be weird and be like, he's my friend. No, he's a guy on the internet who I've talked to a few times. Like behind the scenes about shit. Very nice guy though. So, but if I did, I would probably have to be like, well, he's, like I just told you, he's doing this, like, especially if I give it a positive review, it would be like, well, he's doing it through the production company that I work with, blah, blah, blah. So if you think that taints my view, then, then just, you feel free to ignore this. But I have not seen it. I know Flanagan came in to do a little bit of work. So I am cordial with Chris Stuckman. Yes. Like, but I don't know, like that makes it sound, I like the guy. I like the guy fine. I mean, there are people in the industry who I do consider friends. And so consequently, if I do talk about something that they worked on, I make mention of that. But anyway, Abraham Lincoln, you like I had the Apollo 13 or Apollo 18 thumbnail. Topher's Car Tales. Thank you for the super chat, dude. One of your guilty pleasures, Something Wicked This Way Comes. I have been working on that. For much longer than I anticipated. That I have a video that was supposed to come out for that last year. But then the Afflicted video got dropped in my lap. So I did that. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to move it to this year. And this year, I got another thing that I can't announce yet dropped in my lap for Halloween. So I'm like, ah. So, yeah. So consequently, Something Wicked This Way Comes, because that needs to come out on Halloween. So maybe next year. Maybe I'll start working. I'll do it I'll start in January. I've already got, dude, it's fucking huge. It's going to end up being like feature length by the time it comes out. So yeah, maybe next year, Something Wicked This Way Comes video. So PBR Giraffe, first time on live chat. Great channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Crispin Glover is Freddy. No. You need a character. You need somebody like Robert Englund that can play good and innocent, but also menacing. I think Crispin Glover is good at playing weird. I don't necessarily know if it would really work well with him as Freddy Krueger. He did that one movie, Simon? Was it? He did a slasher movie where he was basically himself as a slasher. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he'd be right for it. Just tell you right now. I can't tell you right now. I haven't gotten the I haven't got the okay just yet. So you did not like the Something Wicked book. You would be really I'll tell you something about the Something Wicked. He was trying to make that movie. I think it took 30 years before they finally were able to make the movie. It's crazy. You love the most recent 5 Overlooked Movies video. Thank you, Devo. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to do a little what I was going to say earlier, and then I went completely off. I'm very sad. I did the 5 Overlooked Osploitation, and the audience wasn't interested. And then I did the 5 foreign films, and the audience wasn't interested. And it's really a bummer because everyone in the comments is like, oh, this is fucking awesome. This is great. I love these. Do more of these. And then the numbers just didn't reflect that. So it kind of sucked. It was just it really bummed me out that it's like, if I did 5 shitty something, it would probably do really well. But because I'm talking about 5 foreign films that really deserve some love, people tune out. And it's a bummer. What let's see. Hi, Ice. Thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Would like to keep fresh in your mind a potential watch of Deadly Encounters on a Twitch stream one day? Love your latest vid. Thank you, man. Deadly Encounters. Yes. I have so many like disaster movies and stuff from you. Some made for TV stuff. I think probably once we get through, I think we have like 3 more episodes of Future Cop. Once we get through Future Cop, then I think we're gonna get into some movies for the rest of the year. So I will definitely keep that in mind. So thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for continuously reminding me of that stuff. And I'm glad you loved the latest video. I, you know, I'm making what I know I would like, and I'm making stuff that I hope that the audience would like. And, you know, sometimes they don't always line up. It happens. Oh, Lost Ranger, you saw Terraform Mars. Awesome. I'm glad you liked it. You love the 5 movie vids. Thank you, man. I just need a person that could deal with makeup and Christian Bale, Gary Oldman. Good to see you mentioned Time Crimes, Dead Ringer. You know, I am genuinely surprised by how many people liked Time Crimes. Like how many people saw Time Crimes. Like every week, there's always one. Like whenever I do the 5 videos, there's always a clear standout. Like every time I'm like, oh, here's, you know, this week's video, and then it'll be like, oh, well, you know, everybody loves this one, or everybody loves this. Like Alex Myers, take care, man. Every video. So this week, Time Crimes was the one where everybody was like, oh my God, I've seen that. That movie's awesome. You know, in the past, there was the Maria Ford movie. Hold on, let me look up. Let me go to here. Let me go into my let's see. Yeah, this week was Time Crimes. Exploitation was, strangely enough, was Bloody Hell, because I had so many people telling me that you know, they watched Bloody Hell because of my recommendation and they fucking loved it. Folk horror, The Ritual was huge. Movies from Mars, most people were talking about Mission to Mars. Even more movie. I don't remember which one was on that one, but yeah. So every time I do one of these, it's always, there's one like mega standout. They're like, oh, this is the one. You know, everybody remembers, everybody loves it. Am I going to do the Apollo 18 review? One of these days, maybe. Terrier, or you mean Terrifier? Terrifier thoughts? I had dinner with Art the Clown. I'm going to name drop there. I highly doubt, yeah, him and that movie with Terrifier 3 hitting #1 at the box office this weekend. Yeah, not going to be answering my phone calls anymore. They you know, Damien went on Dead Meat, and you know, he's a big cheese now, so I have more power to him. I'm happy for him. Happy for them both. They I could see David Howard Thornton kind of becoming like the next what's his name? Oh fuck, now I'm forgetting his name. Not Priest. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, I have to look this up. It's gonna drive me nuts. I have to do like 10 degrees of 'Cause I can't remember the dude's name. All right, here we go. Can't believe it. I'm going to be so annoyed when I finally see it. All right, how come it's not... Doug Jones. Fuck. Can't believe I couldn't think of that. I could see David Howard Thornton being like the next Doug Jones. He has a lot of the same, like, I mean, he's tall. He's kind of got great facial control. He's weird. But he's a really nice dude. Excuse me. Really nice dude. Irmo, you ordered Time Crimes and Terrified. Can't wait to get them. I hope you enjoy both of them. They are really good. You saw Wormwood and Rogue in the Hospitation video, and they both are must-finds. Undead is good, too. Absolutely. You might get a strike from Disney for what? Disney, knock wood, usually leaves me alone. Because I don't really do that many Disney movies anyway, so... Damien recently had an interview with someone from YouTube, so he still takes interviewed from our fellow horror fans. I don't know. I tried to get a hold of him, and I didn't have any luck, which is kind of a bummer. So, I mean, but I understand shit happens sometimes. Things don't always line up, and I know me personally. Even I get contacted with people that made movies. They want, they have a screener. They want me to watch it. And I have every intention to watch it. And then it falls through the cracks because I am like, I don't have a team. I'm one guy. And I always feel bad because I could have, watched like the next Wes Craven or something, and not even so much that, just watch somebody who made, here's a movie that they were really passionate about, they made. And it's funny, too, because now that I'm a little bit bigger, I'm getting contacted by people that are making, like, bigger films, and they're, like, good. Back in the day, I used to get contacted by a lot of people that were like, we made this video over the course of, like, a fucking weekend and shit, and I'll watch it, and it looks like a movie that was made over the course of a weekend. And it's like, I've had a few where I'm like, look, I'll be honest with you. I give you a lot of credit for making the movie that you wanted to make, but I thought the movie was absolutely terrible. And I wish you all the best, but I'm not going to review it. So Paramount is always, Paramount is really fucking strike happy. Paramount, Universal, Lionsgate, sadly, which sucks because I have a relationship with Lionsgate. Like, I'm like, why are you guys coming after me? We have a working relationship, goddammit. They've hired me to talk about their shit before. Like, I don't understand. It's so, I don't understand that. Like, but then there's other companies that are more than happy. They're like, you are whitelisted. Please talk about all of our movies, So. Even if you're a one-man team, you make cool-ass videos. Thank you, Gabrea. I would say, dare I say, that because I'm a one-man team, that makes my stuff even better. Like, because there are some channels where it's like, they're not great, but it's like you got like 10 people working on this shit. Me, it's just little old me Doing the best I can. There is bad and there is good bad. What's my worst? I've only seen one movie this year so far. And that was Haunted Ulster Live. So Haunted Ulster Live is both the best and the worst movie of 2024 so far. That sounds terrible, though. I don't mean, like, that's a fun movie. Especially if you're Irish. There's a lot of local references in there that you won't get if you're not from the area. Am I going to review The Crow through with Fred Ward and Christina? Well, it was Eric Moebius or Mobius from Resident Evil in Crow 3. I like The Crow 3 because, again, it was a different story. You know, they actually made they didn't make him Eric Draven. I love when YouTubers boast about their vast employee base. Yeah. Like, I understand, like, what kills me is when it's like, oh, we got writers, we got this. It's like, oh, way to tell me that you have no passion in what you're doing. So no Joker review. No. You know what? Writing your videos are great because you're the only one creating and constructing them. Thank you. I mean, the way I look at that, Cabrera, is it all comes down to me. If it is good, it's on me. And if it's bad, well, it's also on me. So I kind of look at it from that perspective. So I don't have anyone else to blame but me. But then I also have nobody else to pat on the back but me. So please repost your old stuff from when you started. You know, you think you want it, you really don't. Like, I've been redoing the first 36 videos and over the years. And the old ones are not as bad as I had a watch party a while ago where we watched the first 36 videos. It took a while to get through all of them, but they weren't as bad as I remembered, but they're still like, I mean, the audio is not great. The video is like 360p. There's a lot of gaps. The writing's not as strong. I was tired when I was recording most of them. So yeah. I think if you ever watched them, you'd be like, oh, okay. Black Belt Jones finally got released on Blu-ray. Yes. But I don't know. But not anytime soon though. City of Ghosts. Because it was also shooting similar to our point. Nice. Don't worry, I'm skipping Joker 2. Oh, there are a lot of people that made there are a lot of people that made more money on Borderlands making fun of it than the fucking Borderlands movie made. Oh, somebody had asked a while ago, like, what I'm doing for Halloween and stuff. I'm playing a game called The Chant. A friend of mine gifted it to me, and it is legit good. I thought it was going to be like the Dark Pictures games, but it's actually more of kind of it's not an open world, but it's like a crafting horror game with like cults and shit and like Lovecraft elements and body horror. I don't know, like I'm only a couple hours in. I'm like maybe 3-4 hours in, but I don't know why this game, like I never heard of it. And I'm like, this is fucking good. Like why is nobody like especially horror streamers? I haven't even seen anybody play it. So that one kicks all sorts of ass. Unless it like really shits the bed and like towards the end, but I thought for so far I'm really enjoying the hell out of it. As far as movies are concerned, I'm probably gonna watch Late Night with the Devil. I got some other things I don't know. I haven't really there's been a lot of people posting cool shit on Twitter. I think I'm going to I'm watching rewatching all the movies that I'm plugging for the Five Forgotten videos. I'm watching like some Bollywood horror and that kind of stuff. So watched your video on the movie Silk. They don't make cop movies like that anymore, do they? Now that's one my buddy Fred wrote Silk. He's actually in that. He loves the Silk song. Her name is Silk. She'll buy you milk. Yeah, they don't make although I will say, fuck the oh god, now I'm totally blanking. The Maria Ford movie, Angel of Destruction, right? Actress. Future Kick, Naked Obsession. Yeah, she hadn't gotten her implants yet. Yeah, it was Angel. It's Angel of Destruction, right? Angel of Destruction. 1994 is Angel of Destruction. Fucking awesome 90s action film with a female lead. It is the unofficial Sonya Blade movie. That one, that is a cop movie that is a 90s cop movie. If you liked Silk, check out Silk 2 with the girl from Deathstalker 2. But also check out Angel of Destruction. Angel of Destruction. If you like that, you'll genuinely enjoy that shit. Yeah. Vodka, it's called The Chant. No, I'm not handing out. I would do that. I'm handing out delicious candy. We at our house, we only give out full-size candy bars because we don't get that many kids. So we just get like a big box of full-size candy bars and give them out. And then if there's still kids that come after all those are gone, then we give out handfuls of like Jolly Ranchers and shit. Yes, Eve of Destruction was the Gregory Hines Pleasure Bot movie. Angel of Destruction, which is awesome, is the Maria Ford movie. Hey, another atheist. You got internet again, and the stream is interrupted by commercials all the time. A Sure Thing, 80s movies never talked about. The John Cusack one? That one, yeah, that one, that and, was it Hot Ticket? Came out around roughly the same time. It was pretty good. Full-size candy bars based. That was like when me and my wife, we moved in here, years ago, Halloween rolled around. I was like, you know what? When I was little, nothing sucked quite as much as getting like those little fun size candy bars. I'm like, because they don't taste as good. I don't care, even though it's the same thing, just smaller. It don't taste as good. Give me a full size candy bar. That is the shit. So we get a box. It's mostly Snickers, but it's like Snickers, Twix, Three Musketeers, all that stuff. Oh my god, I want to rate it and just eat eat it now, but I can't. I think the only one in there I can eat is the Three Musketeers. Miss Candy. There may be a 6'5" child with a gray beard trick or treating at your place. It's funny. We get like parents that come up and they're like, "You're giving out full size candy bars." We got Lee with the donation, dude. Thank you, man. Have you ever seen the movie Tigers Are Not Afraid? No. I don't know if it's you that recommended me that on YouTube, but I really want to see that one. I heard it was terrific. But no, I have not seen that one yet. I honestly have really only seen a handful of movies from the past couple years. I am trying. I know this here. I'll let you guys know a little secret. I'm trying to do another best of list. I'm going all the way back to 2019. So I kicked the list off again, and I've been watching all the movies from 2019 that I haven't watched that I wanted to watch. And so far, so good. Haven't really had any new ones added to the list. There's only like 3 that are in the top 10 so far. But we shall see. So it's probably not going to be by the end of this year, but maybe by like next summer, because I seriously have like 40 movies I have to watch. So I'll probably I don't know if I possibly can, if I start doing like marathon sessions of like 3-4 films in a day or something, I might be able to squeeze that out before the end of the year, but I doubt it. So anyway, so after that, yes, so 2019, 2020 shouldn't be that bad because there's really not a lot of movies came out in 2020. But we shall see. Am I going to make a movie about the greatest music videos in a horror movie style, like Scream by the Misfits or anything by Lordy? No, because music almost always gets you copyright flags, and it's just not worth it. Twix at any size, but full has the ratio of ingredients wrong. All right. Just what I heard, the Substance was very good. If I have the possibility to see that, I probably will check that out. I just saw Furiosa is on Max, and I was like, I should probably, because I know a lot of people were upset with me not liking Fury Road, and then I had people telling me that I would like Furiosa. So I'm curious, maybe I'll give that a whirl. Hi, Ice. Thank you for the super chat. Wanted to recommend Those Magnificent Men in Their Flying Machines and channel Marcus Picks. All right. Thank you, man. I will check both of those out. I think I've heard of that. Those Magnificent Men and Their Flying Machines. I think I've heard of that before. You may have mentioned it to me before, but yeah, I have not seen it. So don't blame me as much as I love music videos. Making analysis on them would be too much trouble due to the copyright. It's such a pain in the ass. Like it's hard enough with movies and music. Like, you ever hear of Rick Beato? If you watch like music YouTubers, Rick Beato is he's a professional musician who is he's breaking down these songs and he's talking about them positively. He's talking about them in a historical context, and the companies keep going after him. And it's like, how he could not even possibly, I mean, he's promoting the shit out of these songs. And so music is the one thing, it's just not worth it. So. Oh, there we go. Irmo, Rick Beato. Yeah. He's Rick is really good at his. My brother-in-law introduced me to him. So, wondered if you've ever watched Legends of the Fall because it starred Brad Pitt. I saw that. That was Brad Pitt and the other guy. Wasn't Tom Skerritt in that too? I saw it back on cable way back in the day. But it was okay. Like, I mean, not really my cup of tea, but a well-made movie. Saw Furiosa. It should have released in theaters sooner. Which you prefer, the Twilight Zone or the Outer Limits? Well, the Twilight Zone, I look at it more as a horror series, where the Outer Limits, I look at it more as a sci-fi series. So, Twilight Zone, I would say probably. And I'm talking like OG Twilight Zone, not one of the 8 million remakes. But I do like the Outer Limits a lot. I would say I tend to gravitate to a lot of Outer Limits episodes simply because I do sometimes lean more sci-fi, and we don't get a lot of those like sci-fi anthology shows like that. So I dig the Outer Limits a lot. Lars Ulrich is to blame for all the BS of copyright music. Like, yeah, well, I will say this was fucking hilarious. And I love Metallica. But when the Twitch live stream, whatever, from a couple years ago, where Metallica was playing, and it got the Twitch channel claimed by Metallica, and it was muted, that just was beautiful schadenfreude. So, yeah. So, way to go, Lars. Hey, Seven, how you doing, man? Jordan Peele is a great host. I haven't seen his Twilight Zone stuff. I don't know. Jordan Peele, I liked Key and Peele. I liked the Keanu movie. I just think that he's somebody who really has started sniffing his own farts. So, some of those Twilight Zones were lame as fuck. Well, you have to look at it from the time frame. Like, and of course they're not all going to be great, but I would say out of the, God, however many bajillion of them there is a much bigger ratio of good to bad. You know, you're going to get that with any anthology show. There's always going to be good ones and bad ones. You're never going to get a anthology movie. You're never going to get an anthology series where every single story knocks it out of the park. You know, you don't know how Rod Serling got a full night's sleep. That's why he was smoking all the time. You like the Outer Limits, especially the 90s version. I like the 90s one where Alyssa Milano was like the horny alien. That was pretty amazing. Back before she lost her damn mind. Keanu was a great kiddie movie. Keanu was very funny. Metallica died a few more days before your second birthday on that. Oh no! When we lost Cliff. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was good with Metallica. Like, I think Justice for All, I still think is a good album. A lot of bangers on there. Black Album, it's overproduced, but it's got some fucking good tracks on there. Load and Reload is really where they started losing me. And I think that there's a couple of good tracks on there, but overall, it's a dip. And then Saint Anger just fucking stinks. And you know what? I haven't really. I do mean to go listen to Death Magnetic, but I don't know. It's weird, you know? Have you done an episode on The Hitcher? No, I haven't. I should. Night Gallery was fucking creepy. Yeah. I remember being little and saw an episode of Night Gallery about a vampire. Scared the shit out of me. I can't find it, though. I'm really annoyed. You recently showed your son the Twilight Zone. He loved it. I don't know. I'd have to... My son would probably be confused, be like, why is it black and white? Your favorite 90s episodes in Donor season 5. It's the most plausible of all the episodes. Yeah, I would love it if like some things like that, like night. You know what? Let me see something. Is Night Gallery? Do I have? Yeah, I have heard Chinese Democracy. There's a couple of tracks that are okay, but overall, it's it took too long, and it's not really. I mean, it's not fucking Appetite. Let's see, Night Gallery. Night Gallery. All 3 seasons are not streaming, but you can buy them. But holy moly. Season 1 is 6 episodes. Season 2 apparently is 102 episodes. And then season 3 is 20 episodes. So, let me see something. Night Gallery. Boop. 1969, 1973. Okay. Yeah, something was... I didn't think that was the case. All right, so it looks like 52 episodes. Season 1, 6 episodes. Season 2... 21 episodes. And then season 3. Yeah. Are any of the... Let me see something. Amazon... Night Gallery. Night Gallery DVD. The complete series, $15. What a fucking steal. That's how it should be. Especially these days for DVD. That's awesome. I might have to pick that up. And there's Tales from the Dark Side, but they don't have, I don't think they have monsters though. Which kind of stinks. Although I would love it because they actually shot that shit on film. So I would love it if they would actually release it on Blu-ray because they could remaster it. There's Hitchcock, Columbo, because they did Columbo on Blu-ray. All right, I gotta put that on my wish list. Yeah, well, what happened? There's a. I don't know I honestly forget the story, but they did Tales from the Dark Side, and they wanted to continue it, but for some reason there was some negotiation deal about having a season 3, so they had to rebrand it. So it became Monsters, and so Monsters is really Tales from the Dark Side. Like it's the same. It's all the scripts that they were. It's just. I mean, it's a continuation. So it's season 3 and 4 of Tales from the Dark Side. So you bought your mom the complete Columbo for her birthday. Oh, killer. That is a person moving in the background. Yeah, Thriller. Boris Karloff. Boris Karloff can suck my dick. Channeling little Ed Wood there. Anyone know how to upscale? We've got our own Vinegar Syndrome. Analog looks big, beautiful on digital TV. Why is this being fucking... I already can... Oh, if I do that, then it's going to fucking... Ugh. You feeling the Tales from the Dark Side monsters were related somehow? Yeah. They were... Because that was the thing, like Tales from the Dark Side. Oh, did you see... God, on Twitter a while ago, the cameraman who shot that opening for Tales from the Dark Side, he went out and found the road where he shot it, and it surprisingly looks about the same. And so he shot some new footage out there. It was crazy. That like creepy ass doo doo, but not as brightly lit. A dark side. Anyone else remember Run Like Hell, the video game with Lance Henriksen? If it's the video game with Lance Henriksen, I remember that. If it's the movie with Robert Zadar, I remember that as well. Classic horror show you remember watching when you were a kid was called Dark Room, hosted by James Coburn. Ever heard of Van Helsing the video game? Yes. It was based on the movie from 2004, was it? I have it. I got it at a guy, he was clearing out his PS2 games. And he was selling them 5 for $20, I believe, if I remember correctly. And so I bought a bunch of really crappy ones because it was fun. Might have even been cheaper, might have been like 5 for $10 or something. But I got the Catwoman game. I got Van Helsing. I got Blade. Bought a lot of licensed games. They're really bad. The Van Helsing game is good. It's an awesome DMC clone. Oh, killer. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to play that now. Oh, the movie fucking rules. I don't know what you're talking about, Scamdar. Dude, Van Helsing is awesome. Van Helsing is massively underappreciated. Piper is from Brandon Tennant's hometown. I did not know that. There was a Catwoman game. Yeah, it's really, really hard because, like most licensed games, it didn't get the best quality assurance. So the controls are shitty, and that's being polite. So you have a lot of like split second. There's this one level where you're trying to not get shot. And so you have to do this like acrobatics thing perfect, or you get shot and killed, and you have to do the whole thing over again. And I streamed that a few years ago, and I got so mad because it's so unfairly difficult. The Van Helsing game is so awesome. It has Hyde, Frankenstein, werewolf, sexy evil vampire women, Dracula, Igor, and a bunch of other ones as bosses. Oh, that sounds killer. All right, now I'm fucking excited. You know what? Hold on. Let me where my box? If I can get to it. Yeah. Let's see. Van Helsing. Deep within the mysterious land of Transylvania, monsters that inhabit man's deepest nightmares take form. One man's destiny and curse is to vanquish evil and destroy the lethal and powerful Count Dracula. Descend into the murky depths of the Carpathian Mountains as legendary monster hunter Van Helsing. As Van Helsing, you battle fiendish creatures with an array of deadly weapons, unique abilities, and unparalleled courage. Do you get to bone Kate Beckinsale? Explore the haunting land of Transylvania in 13 exciting missions. Battle Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, the Wolfman, and 22 villainous creatures. Control an arsenal of powerful weaponry, dual pistols, Toyo blades, Gatling gun, grappling hook, and more, featuring Hugh Jackman and other voice talent from the film. That's fucking killer. All right. Now I'm really looking forward to playing that. Every now and then we get a good, you know what? It's kind of funny because that makes 2 for Hugh Jackman. We had Van Helsing, which apparently is good, and the X-Men Origins Wolverine game, which is awesome. Now, the reason for that, we can thank the writer's strike because the movie got delayed and it gave the company working on it more time to perfect it. So when it finally got released, it was really fine-tuned. Whereas a lot of these games, they get rushed out the door, and that's why they're shitty and bad. You miss DMC clones. You miss a lot of clones. They're gone now in favor of lame third-person camera characters who never shut up. Yeah, we don't get like those. We get like cover shooters now. It just keeps going. I think that God, I can't remember the last. You know what? I guess probably we got Garcia Hotspur, Shadows of the Damned, which is a little DMC-ish. So I think that's really about the only DMC game. I mean, aside from, obviously Bayonetta that's coming out. Is it DMC just an Onimusha clone? What? You love Wing Commander deck in the Jurassic period. Wing Commander, I used to have this like old Barker Lounger in my room when I was little. And I remember playing Wing Commander on the Super Nintendo, and I'm sitting in my Barker Lounger, and I'm just fucking, and I'm like just loving, like thinking, I'm in, my Barker Lounger was the cockpit of the fucking the spaceship. Man, because I played that, and then a couple years later played Wing Commander 3, and then just Wing Commander 3. Holy fuck, did I play through that game so many times? I played through it, got the Ginger Lynn ending, played through it, got the what was the curly haired chick ending. I got the Mark Hamill goes home alone ending. Man, did I play the shit out of that. What's crazy about the Wing Commander movie was that it was done by the fucking director of the video games. Like, I don't know how how he made the movie so bad. The only thing that I could think of was that the movie must have just had a lot of studio meddling. That's the only reason, because if you look at the video games and how well they're done, and then the movie is just embarrassing. Like, how do you end up like that? Oh, what? Brendan Fraser's Mummy movies are better than the remake. Absolutely. I mean, holy moly! What do you like that? I didn't even, that was up for debate. The fucking remake was terrible. Well, Mark lost his mind at some point. Sadly, he was given a $10 million budget. But I mean, the games were, even the games were like millions of dollars, because, you know, they had professional sets and, you know, all that shit. And it's still, I don't know, I should do a video on that. Maybe I'll do that before the end of the year. Do Wing Commander. That'd be fucking funny. Wing Commander. With, oh, and didn't they do the Matrix thing? The bullet time for some reason. I vaguely remember that. Oh, 2017. Oh, the Mummy demake was awesome. That is true. 2016 is when everybody lost their goddamn mind. The funny thing about the Tom Cruise Mummy is I'm watching it, and they're talking about the secret society, and Russell Crowe is going off about, you know, all the different artifacts, and I'm like, I want this movie. I want what he's talking about. I don't want the Tom Cruise Mummy movie. I want the movie that you're like, and I'm like, why didn't you start with that? Like, that would have been so much better. Like, that sounded great. I was really interested in that. And then, no. Tom Cruise and Sophia Boutella. Yeah. And just ass. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we had the bullet time was to represent space. Oh, man. So cheesy. So everything parodied the Matrix thing. The only one that I thought did it funny was Deuce Bigelow, Deuce Bigelow, American Gigolo. Because it was funny the way they did it. Universal Monsters can't get a movie off the ground, but now they're turned to Blumhouse. Well, Blumhouse is actually doing them well, and Blumhouse decided that they were going to go with like the lesser, they started with The Invisible Man. They made a good Invisible Man movie, and now they're doing The Wolfman, which we'll see. It'll be better than the one that we got a few years ago, you know? Edge of Tomorrow is really good. I still think they should have called it something else. Edge of Tomorrow. I mean, I realize All You Need Is Kill may not have been the title that worked in America, but Edge of Tomorrow is so generic. Like, they could have come up with Live, Die, Repeat. Live, Die, Repeat was a better title than Edge of Tomorrow. I mean, some people thought it was the name of it, was Live, Die, Repeat. But Edge of Tomorrow was, I couldn't believe how good that movie was. I'm like, I heard, like, and I watched it and legit enjoyed that. When even was that? When was Live, Die, Repeat? Like 2016, 2017? I think I put it in. Oh, yeah, I know the FP. The Dance Dance Revolution post-apocalyptic show movie thing. Isn't there 4 of them? 14? Wow. That long ago. Jesus. It's fucking nuts. I know it doesn't feel like it, but I guess that's about... Damn, it does not feel like it was that long ago. But then everything from 2020 feels like it was 5 minutes ago. But the FP, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's 4 of them. I haven't seen all 4 of them. But it's I gotta get that box set from Umbrella. So I can watch all 4 of them. But I've seen the first one used to be on Netflix. That was where I saw it. It was fucking good. Giving your friends a personal copy of the omnibus. All you need is kill. Oh, nice. 4. Okay. FP is You're the Room. Yeah. The FP is it's crazy. But it's fun. It's really fun. So, but yeah, it's silly, it's bad, but it's like the earnest fun bad, you know? Dude, I want everything to slow the fuck down. Like, really. Just slow it down, damn it. Holy shit. Do I prefer Full Moon or The Asylum? Full Moon all fucking day. The Asylum, The Asylum is fun, but Full Moon, Full Moon tried to make good movies. They didn't always succeed, but they tried. And they made some of my all-time favorite movies. They made Bad Channels, they made the Transfer series, they made Puppet Master, they made Subspecies. The Asylum, on the other hand, they try to make a movie, and every now and then they accidentally make a good movie. So that's the difference. The Full Moon tries to make good movies, and they occasionally make bad movies. The Asylum tries to make movies, and they occasionally make good movies. And on that note, I am going to go. I can feel my voice wavering. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the donations and super chats. It, as always, helps to keep the wheels a turning over here. I have a dishwasher that I just found out is fucking leaking. I need to fix. So, be on the lookout for that In Search of Darkness 90s trailer tomorrow. Reserve yourself a copy if you have not already. And I will see you guys. I'll be on my Twitch channel on Friday. We will be continuing with the Lilith Hobo and Future Cop. If not, go join the Discord. There's a link below where we have a very, very nice crowd of, and a bunch of the Discorders are here. I don't have the Discord thing hooked up, Scamdar, on here. It doesn't, it's weird. It doesn't work. But there's the links right below. But anyway, take care, you guys. I will see you all really soon. Have a good night. Take care.